a wonderful day. I'm so happy to be back home and helping you out again. Sorry I had to rush ahead.
Oh, my dear son, it is no problem. Your mother is moving rather slow these days. Yes, but at 99 years old, you have to admit, I do pretty well. There's a lot of life in me.
Oh, yes, Mother. Oh, Mother, you are so wonderful. I love you so much.
Oh, and my son, my precious son, you give me so much life. Oh, I love you with my whole heart.
Mother, I love you, but you're hurting my cheeks just a little bit. And you, Mother, are also very precious to me.
Oh, my boy. Oh, now, we must gather the water. Thank you so much for helping your mother today. Go on ahead.
Before I go, may I please tell you a joke that I heard before?
Oh, yes.
Before Father and I went up to the mountain.
Yes, I love your stories. They always make me laugh. Go ahead.
A man goes to the doctor because he's feeling very ill. He's been feeling ill for days. The doctor examines him, steps out of the room, and then comes back with an assortment of pills. He says, take the green pill at breakfast with 3 large glasses of water. Take the blue pill at lunch with 2 large glasses of water. Take the orange pill at supper with 1 large glass of water. And don't forget to take the white pill just before you're going to bed with 3 large glasses of water. Repeat this daily for 36 days. The man is bewildered at how much medicine he has been given to take, so he says, what's the diagnosis here? What's wrong with me? The doctor says, you're dehydrated.
Oh, my boy, you are so very funny. Now go get that water for us.
Yes, Mother.
For today. All right.
Okay, Mother.
Bye-bye. Oh, that boy. He makes me laugh. Oh, so full of joy in his heart. Oh, he makes my heart happy too. Oh, he really lives up to his name, does he not? Isaac. Laughter. I remember how I laughed. How I laughed when I found out, when I overheard that I was pregnant. Imagine this old biddy pregnant at 90 years old. I looked ridiculous in those maternity robes. Oh, but you know, those were the best days of my life. For Abraham and I to anticipate a child, the child we had prayed our whole lives for. And then when he was born, to see his face, oh, that face of that newborn son. You know what it's like, do you not? How the face of a child, a newborn, captures your heart. What a blessing! What a blessing from God. But I have to tell you what happened this past week. It's still troubling to my heart, and it would be good for me to share it with you today. I'm glad you're here. Can sit with me for a while. You heard Isaac say that he and his father went on a long journey. Do you know where they went? Mount Moriah, 3 days' journey from here. Out of the blue, Abraham comes home. Sarah, we're going on a trip. Pack up some things for Isaac, myself, for our servants that are going along. I surely helped him out, packing things up. I asked him questions. Why are you going? Why now? Why is Isaac going with you? Well, you know my husband, a man of few words. He simply responded, the Lord told us to go. The Lord told me to go. Well, we've heard that story before in our household. Remember, that's how we ended up here. God said go with a promise. God gave us an idea of what we might expect, but we didn't know. And you remember that journey. It was filled with all kinds of unexpected twists and turns. Oh, you remember that incident with Pharaoh? Oh, but he thought I was quite a lovely lady back in the day. And then there was that incident with Hagar and Ishmael. I know we took matters into our own hands with that. and I am filled with sorrow and grief. But the Lord promised to provide for her as well. But then things started to turn for Abraham and I. Things started to look up. Those promises that God had offered us, why, they started to come true. Isaac was born. We have a home. We are blessed. Maybe that's why I'm so troubled with what I found out after Abraham returned home. Do you know what happened on that mountain? Abraham told me the truth. He went to the mountain because the Lord told him to go, but also the Lord told him to make a sacrifice. Do you know what that sacrifice was going to be? It was going to be Isaac. Our Isaac. What? I said when he told me, what? Our son Isaac? What on earth were you thinking? I said to Abraham, oh, I really gave it to him. What do you think that God had intended for this? What do you think God wanted to test you to do? What kind of God would accomplish something through this act? Oh, Abraham, how could you? And it kept thinking, what kind of God asks for a father to sacrifice his son? Now, you and I know that our neighbors, the Canaanites, are sacrificing children. It's part of how they give something up to their god Moloch. But our God, ours is a God of life, of promise. Ours is a God who gives, creates, a God who promises to never destroy the earth again. Surely our God would not ask for this kind of sacrifice. I asked Abraham, did you protest? At any point, did you protest against God's plans for you? Well, he said that he had not protested. And I thought about the time that he stood up to God. You know, Sodom and Gomorrah, how he said, if only there's a handful of the faithful, surely, God, you will not take that city. If he stood up for a city, why not our son? And then I wondered, on that long journey, 3 days journey, did you ever think about turning back, Abraham? Did you ever think you couldn't do it? Did you ever want to just stop? When I think about the horror, when I think about that kind of request of a father, oh, it makes my whole being shudder with horror. Oh, and then I think of our sweet Isaac, oh, our sweet boy. What must have he been thinking as he journeyed along with his father? You've given him a sharp mind, a good mind. He asked Abraham questions. Father, he said, I see the wood for the fire. I see the flame. I see the knife. Where is the lamb? Where is the lamb to be sacrificed? Well, Isaac listened to his father. For Abraham said, the Lord will provide. A man of few words again. The Lord will provide a lamb. But the lamb was intended to be Isaac. Why Isaac? If I can set aside my shock, as this story has been told to me, if I can stop and listen to Abraham, though he should have consulted me first. God should have consulted me first too. If I can set those things aside, I am still left with the question, what would God have accomplished if my son had been sacrificed? Besides devastating Abraham and myself, besides proving the faithfulness of one man, one good man, what would it have accomplished for anyone else? Is that why God stopped Abraham?
Mother!
Is that why?
Mother!
Oh, my boy. Oh, my boy. Oh, so good to see you, my boy.
people at the well today, so it took me a little bit longer than usual. Oh.
It took a little longer
yeah.
than usual? Oh, my.
Yeah, so it took me a little longer. Did you miss me?
Oh, did I miss you? It is a mother's job to miss her son. I miss you, of course. You know I would do anything for you, Isaac.
The people at the well said that they had missed me too. They said that they had noticed that I had been gone. I told them that I'd gone on a long journey with Father.
Oh, what did you tell them about the journey with your father?
Some of it. They wouldn't understand all of it anyways. It was interesting. Anyways, they think I'm kind of a joker and a storyteller. But I reminded them that God had provided for us, just like He had always promised to do.
Very good.
It's like this water, Mom, which, by the way, is getting kind of...
Oh, yes. Yes, my boy.
It reminds me of another joke.
Another joke? Oh, my boy. Yes, tell me.
Why did the kid throw a bucket of water out his window?
I don't know. Why did the kid throw a bucket of water out his window?
Because he wanted to see a waterfall.
Oh, that's a good one, my Isaac. You are such a good storyteller. Oh, you make me so joyful inside. Now go. I know that water's heavy. Mother will catch up soon.
Yes, Mother. I love you.
Love you too. Oh, that boy. He gives me so much life. How could a father be asked to give up a son? You know, I do have one more question for God. God, could you give up your only son? God, could you make that kind of sacrifice?
Mother!
Oh, my boy, I'm coming. This old woman moves awfully slow at 99, but I've still got a lot of life in me.
You got that right, Mom.
Lamb of God, oh wash me in your precious blood, my Jesus Christ, the Lamb of God. Oh Lamb of God, sweet Lamb of God, I love the holy Lamb of God. Oh wash me in your precious blood, my Jesus Christ, the Lamb of God. Your gift of love we crucified. We laughed and scorned him as he died. The humble King we named a fraud and sacrificed the Lamb of God. Oh, Lamb of God, sweet Lamb of God, I love the holy Lamb of God. Oh, wash me in your precious blood, my Jesus Christ, the Lamb of God. I was so lost, I should have died, but you have brought me to your side, to be led by your staff and rod, and to be called a Lamb of God. Oh, Lamb of God, sweet Lamb of God, I love the holy Lamb of God. Oh, wash me
precious blood, my Jesus